This video has been a long time coming. Hi, it is I, Christina Senpai. Welcome back to my channel. This video will be the third and final installment to my Naruto series, which you can view. I'm gonna make a playlist somewhere down here. Unless I decide to make some videos about Boruto moving forward, but we'll see about that. As of right now, this is the last one, so buckle up, it's probably gonna be a long one. Wow. Did I think there was a lot to cover in my last video? Well, I was young and naive then. 400 and something episodes in a movie later, and I live to tell the tale, so here we are. At first, I went in this with every intention of watching every single episode, including the fillers, but just, you guys were right. Everyone who ever told me that I was gonna skip the fillers and Shippuden because it was just way too much, yep, you were correct, and I'm sorry that I ever doubted you. It was just, I wanted to be, you know, I was like, how bad can the fillers be? You know, I sat through every single episode of Naruto, fillers and all, and I was like, they weren't that bad. I mean, some of them, like maybe an arc or two, was a little much, but Shippuden is something completely different. Okay, there are literal episodes of Naruto with it's just flashbacks. It's just flashbacks of what you've seen 5 episodes before. So you're not gonna miss anything. So just, especially during the war arc, you're gonna need to pedal on through there. Although there are some kind of, there are some episodes where I feel like I should have watched them because of the fact that when it does become canon again, there's just a couple of like characters that I guess they mentioned in the fillers that they try to like wrap up in the canon episodes real fast. But other than that, you're pretty solid. You know, just for a quick recap, remember when I said this? Will say, however, I don't feel like this is going to end up being one of my all-time favorite animes. You fool. You absolute baka. This show has popularity for a reason, Christina. What did you think was going to happen, okay? You sat through like 400 and something episodes, including the original Naruto series, and you just thought you were just gonna walk out of here scot-free without any attachment or anything. Yeah. You know, here I am wearing a Naruto shirt, for crying out loud, okay? I have bought way more Naruto merch than any other fandom, I think, at this point, and it just like keeps happening. Well, to be fair, a lot more Naruto merch exists in the mainstream stores, so it's really not that hard. But you know, I can't help it now. I see Naruto something and I gotta buy it. Also, remember this. I still have like 500 episodes to watch, so there's also the possibility that becomes one of my all-time favorites and I dedicate a shrine in my closet to Kakashi Sensei. Yeah, not only do I still love him with my whole heart and soul, but I'm seriously thinking of changing my name to Christina Hatake. What a man. All jokes aside though, I think I've shed more tears for this series than any other. Probably due to the fact that there's so many characters, arcs, and episodes which have brought me so much sorrow and joy. My emotions were all over the place. There were so many moments where I shed tears for these characters that I felt were my own comrades. Naruto and Sasuke's first fight at the waterfall at the end of Naruto, where he says he's like a brother to him, which I want to point out is the only time I've cried on Sasuke's behalf, by the way. Asuma's death, which I felt was written so beautifully, like 3 to 4 episodes of just mourning, like actual mourning. Like it just felt like you were right there with them, like mourning your sensei. Like it just was so good. It was probably one of my favorite parts written in the series. So yeah, Asuma's death, Jiraiya's, which I'm still not over, by the way, and I don't think I ever will be, Yahiko, Konan, and Nagato's backstory, Naruto finding out the meaning of his name, meeting his dad, meeting his mom, Naruto and Kurama finally coming to an understanding with each other and becoming BFFs, finding out Itachi was a Kelindo all along. All in all, my heart has absolutely been captured by Uzumaki Naruto, world's greatest friend and comrade. I regret every snarky thing I've ever said about him in the beginning. I'm no better than those asshole villagers that gave him so much shit as a kid. I should wash my mouth out with soap for the grievous sin I've committed in trying so hard not to love him. Now that I've finally finished, I'd like to talk about some of the highlights, I guess some of the highlights of Shippuden that really moved me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, first of all, and I think that this is something that even years from now when I look back on the series and I remember it as a whole, I'm going to, like, this scene is going to stick out to me the most. Naruto confronting his hatred at the waterfall. Whoa. Massive impact, huge, okay? It made me self-reflect, gave me hope that I could conquer my inner demons and one day have faith in myself. I will never forget that moment. Even though I know that it's not really geared towards children, it's more for young adults. I felt like that is such a beautiful message to just like show the youth, you know? And even I, an almost 27-year-old woman, is like blown away by like such a powerful message in that. I don't know, it just when I saw it for the first time, I was just like, Naruto's mom telling him she loves him for the first time, like the first time he's ever heard that from someone, and I just was like, my heart. I know that everyone and their actual moms sobbed during that part, and if you say that you didn't, you're a liar, okay? It was so beautiful and wholesome, and I wish I could replay it on a loop forever so that it could give my brain continuous serotonin, because it was just like that beautiful of a scene. It's just so meaningful and impactful, and you kind of want everyone to see that, because you're like, shit, you can go through your whole life without feeling an ounce of like appreciation or love, and just believing in yourself, and then finally getting that like gratification that someone telling you they love you is just like, moving on to everyone's and my favorite arc in the series, the pain arc. No wonder it had such a huge impact on people. I mean, it's an actual life lesson about how everyone has suffered and lost, and you have to put yourself in other people's shoes to be able to understand their pain, but also never forget your own feelings. And it's okay to not forgive someone if they've hurt you, but don't let it ruin your life, kind of thing. That's just such a powerful statement as well. It was brilliant, honestly it was, and I give it props to Kishimoto. Chef's kiss, you're doing amazing, okay? Or you did amazing. This is kind of way later on in the series, but I fucking love Hashirama, okay? I don't need to explain why he's the greatest. You guys already know, and the same goes for Killer Bee, okay? It's just fucking legends. Just a couple of legends thriving and living their best lives. So much love. So much love for them. Can't get enough. Listen, I didn't get the chance to scream about Sai when I first encountered him, okay? He was obviously very cold in the very beginning, but now, oh my god, Sai. Did we ever need Sasuke? Did we I'm telling you, we really didn't. I guess for Naruto to become as strong as he was, he needed a rival like Sasuke, but Team 7 could have been thriving with Sai all along, okay? Because once they put him in there, I'll tell you, in the Infinite Tsukiyomi dream sequence, whenever Sai is like dreaming about being a part of Team 7 and just like everyone loving him and him smiling and just like, this is so wholesome, and Sai is so sweet, and he's just the greatest. My cousin absolutely just doesn't like Sai. Like, he's like, I'll never understand. Never. And if you don't like Sai, I'll never understand, because what could possibly like possess you to not love him? He's such a wholesome, amazing, wonderful boy. I want to name my firstborn son after him, okay? I love Sai that much. I changed my Twitter name for him because the man can rock a crop top like no other and kick your ass while doing it. Best fucking boy. I love Sai, okay? Now we're getting into the nitty gritty, what I have been waiting for the entire time. I have been watching this series, Kakashi's whole ass life. The show became completely revolved around him at some point, and you bet your ass I was not complaining. There's literally so much to say about him. All of those times that I was desperately seeking answers, and now I feel like I can write a whole ass dissertation on him. Going back to that scene from Naruto where he warns Sasuke that revenge won't get him anywhere is really the biggest foreshadowing moment in the series as a whole. Kakashi has lost everyone he's ever cared about. It's a wonder the man can keep it together at all. He really could have ended up like Sasuke, but he didn't. He really took Obito's words to heart, and that's why I love him. He tried to get Sasuke to value what he had at the moment because he knew what it was like to feel tremendous loss. He fights for others and is ready to die to protect his village at any and every moment. That is one of the things that breaks my heart the most about his character. I can only assume that he loves being a shinobi, but I mean, it's really the only thing he has anyway. You can tell that he really just wants to make his father, Obito, Rin, and Minato proud. After their deaths, he didn't allow himself to have much interaction with others besides when he was on missions or in passing with his comrades, because he knows he can lose people in an instant. He even felt he didn't deserve to be around them at one point, and whenever you see those Kakashi Anbu episodes and when he wakes up every day with a nightmare of, you know, stabbing Rin through the heart with his Chidori, and, you know, he has to wash his hands and he's like, it's still there, like that just chills. The man has been through enough, okay? Can he just have something good in his life? Can he just... I read somewhere that Kishimoto wanted to model Kakashi as the traditional and stereotypical ninja, which is the reason he always keeps his face hidden, but also ninjas can't cry or show emotion, which is a rule I'm guessing literally everyone forgot about, because as soon as Naruto opens his mouth, I know I'm always like screaming, he's so hot, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I love him, what an anime ninja, daddy, poppy, whatever, which is straight facts, okay? But I sincerely love him so much. I genuinely think that he has become my favorite, if not one of my favorite anime characters of all time. He deserves every act of kindness he ever receives, and I just can't stress this enough. He deserves the moon. He will forever be my #1 ninja daddy, Hokage of my heart, and Roku Daime of my soul, okay, beach? Let's talk about Sasuke for a bit. I know that I'm always talking so much shit about him, like, oh, I hate Sasuke, Sasuke is the worst. He should have never been on Team 7. He should have just whatever. He should have ceased to exist. I don't know, whatever the kind of mean things I've said about him. But honestly, I was right, okay? It's really hard to like Sasuke a lot of the time. You really feel for him, especially in the beginning. You feel for him in Shippuden. You're like, okay, like it sucks that, you know, you lost your whole clan. You lost your brother. Your brother's, you know, he's ragging on you, you don't have enough hatred, that you need to come find him and kill him and all of those things. And like, of course, that's a lot of stuff that's gonna weigh on your heart and on your mind. And as a young kid, I can imagine that you would be easily swayed by someone like Orochimaru to go and, you know, in search of power, I guess, because that's what you need at the moment. But it's just like the man keeps making horrible decision after horrible decision. I just... Even when he came to help them fight the war, and like whenever he announced that he wanted to become Hokage, all of a sudden I was like, I think the fuck not, okay? You need to step down. There's so much that he's done that I'm just like, really? Like, this is the only family, and I stick by this statement, like in the first couple of videos that I made, that's the only family that you have. You made a family. You, just like Kakashi had to start over again with a new life, and like that, basically they became his family. Sasuke, those were his family. Not Naruto, Kakashi, and Sakura were his family. So for him to treat them like that, I just because of power, just because of revenge, even after, oh, here's the fucking ticker. This is what gets me pissed off. He knows that he knows all about Itachi and what happened to him and why he decided to do the things he did. And instead of standing by what his brother fought for his entire life, it's like he just threw that in the garbage. He literally like spit on Itachi's hopes and dreams because he decided, no, Itachi was fighting for the wrong reasons, so I'm just going to slaughter the Leaf Village now. Like, huh? What? Nani? Come again? Like, I was just so mortified for him. I was like, what's the fucking matter with you, dude? Like, I straight up have so much animosity towards Sasuke. I don't know. He fought Kagura, right? And they won. I'm thinking, all right, I know they lose their arms somehow. They still got arms. What's happening? I'm to find out that Sasuke's gonna start some shit again. I'm like, the boy. I think when you look at Kakashi's life and then you look at Sasuke's life, I know that people handle things differently, so in a sense that was written really well. I mean, it shows the different kinds of ways that people can handle things, and I think that that's very smart because not everyone's the same, but it doesn't make me hate Sasuke any less. So there's that. Going back to the Hokages, when they all came back together, the reanimation jutsu, I thought that was really fucking cool. They were all fighting together. Gaara getting closure from his family, that was also a very important thing to see. I was so happy that it wasn't just that his mom actually hated him and it was like he was never loved and all of those things, because honestly, Gaara, I know that shitty things like this have to happen in order to create a story, but just like, just didn't deserve that. He was just a boy. Stop making children Jinchurikis. How about that? And maybe nobody would treat them differently. I don't know why they thought that was a good thing. They were like, oh, you know what? Instead of putting a tailed beast inside an adult, let's just put it in a child so he could be hated for the rest of his life. Not just What an idea that we have. We're just a bunch of smart people in these villages. Minato. First of all, Minato. I not only Minato but Kushina, like I love Naruto's parents so much because it really is just like the perfect blend of who he is. And I think one of my favorite parts of this series is whenever Naruto's talking to Kushina and she's like, you know, when you put the yellow flash of the leaf and the red hot habanero pepper, whatever they're calling her, of the leaf together, you get orange and you get Naruto, and it's just like, look at him. He's so pure and amazing and I love him so much. Just such a wholesome series overall. Honestly, like a lot of dark things happen, but that's life, and I feel like it just teaches you that, you know, shit's gonna happen, shit's gonna hit the fan, but always stand up for what you believe in, always fight no matter what. And I think that this series is an important lesson even to this day, you know, with everything going on. It's, you don't back down, don't give up just because people say it's impossible. And I think we need Naruto Uzumaki in this world now more than ever, like for real. So yes, I know this video was kind of more like sentimental than anything else, and you know, I try to keep it lighthearted for the most part, but honestly, like I cried a lot watching this series. Like I mean, I know a lot of people did too, but yes, I hope you enjoyed it. I did it. This is it, you know? I'm finished. This is my boy. And whenever somebody asks me, sorry. Side note, I just want to say, I feel really awesome because I wasn't in this alone, because when I started watching Naruto, I made the first couple of videos, and my friend Melissa, who you've heard me talk about a lot, she was like, oh, you know what, I actually kind of want to watch this too, you know, it seems like it could be really good. And so she started watching it with me, so I had someone I could actively talk to about it, which was really awesome. And then later on, when the whole quarantine thing started, my friend Emma, who is just like a beast, okay, shout out to you, Emma, if you're watching right now, you're a beast when it comes to watching shows, because damn, I remember I started Naruto last year at the end of June 2019. I finished it. It's already June now when I'm filming this video. I finished it last month, so like in the beginning of May. It took me almost a year to finish this because, you know, I was putting it off, I was working, I was taking breaks here and there, and no, not Emma, okay? When quarantine started, I was like, I posted about Jiraiya's death and she was like, oh, that sucks. And then she was like, I'm gonna watch it. And bitch, she's watched the whole thing, and like, she like caught up to me, and I was like, oh my god. And then she surpassed me, and I was like, oh my god. And she's now like, she's even watching Boruto. She's probably done with Boruto right now, so like, it's crazy, but I felt happy that I could inspire people to also watch this because it's good. If you haven't seen it yet and like you're still watching this video for some reason and you wanted to see all these spoilers, like I'm telling you, it's so worth it just to see it happening. Me talking about it doesn't really do it justice, and the people who have seen it, they know. It's a classic for a reason, okay? The one negative thing that I do have to say about it is obviously the same thing as everyone else. Yes, the female characters could have been written better, I feel like. Especially Sakura, that girl, but also Hinata. Like I feel like if they made her purpose more of being about just wanting to get stronger for herself and not just for Naruto, like that would have been like great. But you know, they made it basically like she had a crush on him, and she did a lot of great things though. I mean, honestly, I know there's a lot of argument between who's better, and I want to say that they're pretty strong in their own senses, you know. Their motivations for why they do the things they did could have been written better, for sure. But I love Hinata. I love her so much. I think she's so sweet. She's so cute. Before I end this video, I want to talk about The Last, which is such a cute movie, and I think there's still a lot of Naruto fans who have watched the series and haven't seen The Last, and if you haven't seen it, oh my god, it's beautiful. I think it's more up my alley because it's more of like a romantic storyline, because that's how Naruto and Hinata get together, but it's just like, I will watch that movie 500 times. Like, it's so cute, it's so good. So anyway, I'm glad that we finally made it to the end of this video officially. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know all of your favorite Naruto moments in the comments down below. I want to hear all of them. If I missed something super important, please tell me because, girl, you know, there's a lot of episodes to remember. So, and tell me who your favorite Naruto character is because, you know, mine is Kakashi, hands down. Sai, Gaara, fucking Naruto. You can't not love him. You can't not say Naruto. So, all right. I'm gonna go now. Bye.